being a nurse did not prepare me for what I was about to experience with Jeff being diagnosed with the coronavirus, because it just happened so quickly. I mean, I thought we were dealing with strep throat. I had no idea we were dealing with coronavirus, you know.
How are you feeling today? These patients and family members become family to us. We become attached to them, and I think it's why it's so important to see these patients succeed. We grow close to these family members, and we do the best we can to let them into the life of what we're dealing with behind closed doors.
Man, they were beautiful. They were just excellent. I mean, excellent. They gave me real good care, and if I would have to go back again, I wish I could meet the same group of folks, okay? Because they were excellent, you know what I mean? But I know there was one girl there, her name was Faith, and I said, Faith. And this is right before Easter Sunday, and her name was Faith. But there were a lot of good nurses. Oh man, they were just super. Yeah, very good. Mm-hmm.
So Mr. Bennett came in around the time when it started getting busy here at Lexington with COVID, and he became really, really sick. He had severe pneumonia, was on a ventilator. His pneumonia was so severe that he had to be paralyzed in a medical coma. Failed standard treatment for the ventilator, had to be put down on his belly. His organs were failing. He was requiring blood pressure medicines to keep his blood pressure up. His kidneys were failing. And that was all despite all the therapies that we had available at that time. We felt like he would potentially benefit from plasma exchange the same way some of our other patients with sepsis have in the past.
I put him on the ventilator. I put the catheter in to get him started on plasma exchange, and he got plasma exchange on the last day that I saw him, and then after that, Dr. Day and Dr. Keith saw him. Being so invested, you can't help but follow up on those patients and see how they're doing. And so just seeing that he was progressing slowly to the point where, he was no longer needing dialysis, he was no longer needing blood pressure medications, he was coming off the ventilator, all of these things it just felt wonderful just to know that we did something that could give him a good quality of life and, and hopefully back to his normal self as well.
Okay. Oh, it's very exciting. The plasma exchange is something we've been doing for some time for septic shock patients. And when we saw the response that several patients had with the SARS-CoV-2 virus and the improvement that they had, when it's in something you believe in, it's a pretty amazing feeling.
The day he started turning around and we started to feel like he was going to get through it was truly the highlight of the COVID period so far. And the whole unit has just become so close there. And we tell everybody that's there that the patients, their families become family to us. So it really was it was very, very, very exciting for the whole team up there when he was able to turn the corner.
The doctors, the nurses, I just cannot wait until the restrictions and things are lifted at the hospital so I can just hug my coworkers next, because there are so many people that I've never met in person, but we've talked over the phone. So many nurses that cried with me on the phone, that just became part of my family.
I've always had stronger faith, but whenever you go through something that close to death, you know what I mean? It makes you much, much stronger.
We're just blessed. We're just very thankful and blessed for the outcome that we had. It was a tough journey, and he still has some struggles, but we made it through.